Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to open up public testimony for anyone who did not sign up. Just one second, just one moment. Anyone who would like to speak to us on the resolution that is before us, you're welcome to come forward, even though you haven't signed up. So if you'd like to speak to the resolution, please come forward and state your name for the record, please.
Yeah, my name is Alex Zimmerman, and we represent StandUP-America. Guys, it's very good, everything, and I come to this meeting every week, approximately for a few years right now. What is we have right now, flood, salmon, it's very good. It's only one problem what is we have. I think everybody, or most of people who speak this, represent government. It's very interesting, you know what it means. I think flood is not only about government. In salmon, it's not about government. In environment, it's not about government too. But people who hear is only government people, most of them people who represent government. It's very interesting symptom what is we have right now. And you guilty about this. We're talking about this for many years, about totally corruption, what is we have. When you cannot bring people to this location who talk about very important point, like a flood or salmon, you know what it means, it's something wrong with us government. This is exactly what has happened right now. So for make a small changes, you need to make a fundamental changes. Because when people not present in here and not care about this, meaning people don't believe in government more. And people who represent is only government people because have interest, you know what it means about this. Probably money interest for my understanding. Maybe not exactly money, but money include too. So this is very important. That is exactly what we see right now here. We come in talking this only for one particular reason. Bring people, start doing something what is supposed to be doing by common sense. Bring real people, you know what it means, ordinary people. Is very important. Sorry for my comment about this hearing.
Thank you. Yes, sir. For the record, you are?
I'm Sam Bellamio, and I wasn't going to speak, but I wanted to follow him just to make sure what he said was clear, is that we've been sitting here, 27 speakers long, and they're all government officials. The problem that we see, and it's not a problem that they're here, it's good that they're here, they're representing their constituents. However, where are the constituents? They're disengaged. They don't feel like this matters because what they say will not affect what you do or what you decide on. There's a lot of people here asking for a lot of money, but at what point do you not at what point does it not become about money and a business thing, but a community and social thing? Where are the people, and why aren't they engaged in this process? It's very important. There's houses that could be flooded out. There's family that depend on fishing for food. You know, there's where's the Indian tribes coming in speaking about this issue? This is what we're talking about. Well, someone mentioned earlier that there was I think we'll come to any meeting you invite us to. It's very interesting because you need to start inviting and reaching out to those constituents. I'm on every single one of your email feeds. I don't see the push for citizens to come. I see it becoming this diluted issue, this fact that's very hard to comprehend. Because I come every week, I know what it is, but when I talk to my friends, they're like, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? And then they're disengaged for coming because this becomes a business issue and not a societal issue. And you should be writing your emails to that effect so people come to this meeting and they come in, prepared to be engaged with you and try to get things passed in the interest of the people and not interest of the business. Thank you.
And we forgot about basic what is for the people and by the people. So please come back to America what is we lose.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Molly Lawrence. I am an attorney at Venice Feldman Gordon Durr here in Seattle, and I'm legal counsel to Property Owners for Sensible Floodplain Regulation, also known as POSFR. We thank you and the district for all of your efforts helping address floodplain issues and flood issues in the valley and in the county generally. But the board did ask me to come today to speak specifically and to reiterate some of the points that were in our September 26th letter.
I have to tell you, because we hold others to this same standard, that we're having a public hearing on our budget today. Accreditation is a huge topic for us. The Briscoe-Desmone levy issue is a huge topic for us. But we have a lot of work to do today, and we are focused in on the budget today. So I'm going to have to ask you to keep your comments germane to the budget. And then if you wish to address the Flood Control District Executive Board about the Briscoe-Desmone or accreditation, we will make time for you to do that then.
Thank you. I guess perhaps I'm confused. It does appear that there's about $7 million in the budget that's going to the Briscoe and Desmone, which are based on a setback levy plan, as I understand it.
That's correct. There are many projects that are funded in the budget, and you are free to talk about those individual projects. But if it strays over into a long discussion about accreditation or the dispute between King County and the City of Kent over how to address that particular levy, I'd have to say that this is not the appropriate time for that.
Okay, then what I will do, I will hand in my letter to make sure it's part of the record for the budget, and also thank you for the response that we received to that letter, and say we will take you up on the offer to have a separate meeting to discuss that. I will say on the record, consistent with what Ms. Jones just said, we are committed to accreditation and would like the board to be as well.
Thank